What's going on, guys? Sting here, bringing you guys a quick review of Halo 4. So I picked this game up from Redbox the other day, and I was really impressed with it. I played through the campaign in a couple days, about 8 hours worth, and I needed a little break from Uncharted, so I decided to check this out. It was getting great reviews. I think the Metacritic score is it's definitely in the 9s. IGN gave it a 9.8, and GamesTM, the magazine I read, gave it a 9, which means it was a great game. So I was like, okay, let me try it out. What the hell? And I was really impressed. I'm surprisingly impressed. So I wasn't a Halo fan before. I only played one Halo game. It was just sort of lackluster. I wasn't really into it, so I was hesitant to try this one. But I was like, what the hell, it's a new developer, 343, and it's getting good reviews, so I'm going to check it out. So I did, and it was a lot better than the other Halo I played. So yeah, 343 I think has done a great job. I mean, I was really impressed with the visuals of this game. It's probably the most attractive game I've played. There's just some environments that are just amazing, and you just feel like you're playing in a painting or something. And the cutscenes are extremely well done. The facial animations are the best I've ever seen. I've played LA Noire, and that game was supposed to be the best facial animations ever. But I think this game even tops that. So graphically, this game is top notch. As you can see, I hope I did a good job of capturing, some of the, beautiful environments and some of the good gameplay. So, and the weapons in this game were great. The DMR and the battle rifle, make a return. There's all the weapons that from Halo. But there's also some newer weapons like the SAW and some other newer rocket launchers that show up. So there's a wide variety of weapons to choose from and to experiment with. So I was really pleased with that. And the weapons really feel great when you fire them. The vibrations that the controller makes, and just the rate of fire. The weapons really feel good. So you sort of viscerally feel the experience of firing the weapon, which I thought was cool. And the mechanics of the game were another plus. There was never any glitching or any weird stuff happening. This is a big budget game. It's a budget blockbuster, and you can tell a big budget a great game does not make, but here they definitely spent their money well. I mean, it's a really polished experience. The mechanics, the flow of the game. It's a 60 frames per second game, and you can definitely feel it's very smooth. The aiming is very true and accurate. So I was really impressed with the mechanics. The pacing of the game is great too. I played through it in about 8 to 10 hours, I would guess. And there's always action around the next corner. There's a nice diversity and variety to the gameplay. There's flying missions, there's driving missions. There's always sort of a new experience around the corner, and a new experience that's fun. So I was pleased with the pacing of the game. The only downside that I could find to the game, again, I only played the campaign. I didn't play the multiplayer. I didn't really have enough time to invest in really getting into the multiplayer. But the only downside to the game I felt was the story. So I felt the story was tangential and sort of incoherent. I was just like, what's going on? Who are these people, and why should I care about them? And again, I'm not really versed in Halo lore, so that may have been a problem. You might need to come with sort of pre-knowledge of the Halo universe, and I definitely don't have that. So I couldn't really get engaged in the story. I was just sort of watching the cutscenes with my jaw on the floor being like, wow, this is absolutely beautiful, but I really don't care about what's going on in the story because I don't really understand it or know, it was sort of hard to follow. But again, that might just be because I really don't have experience with the Halo universe. But in terms of Uncharted, like the Uncharted stories really sort of grab you and they pull you in and they add to your gameplay experience because you're actually invested in the story. And I just didn't really have that experience here, but I was having so much fun with the gameplay and having so much fun just sort of gazing at the beauty of the game that I didn't really care about the story. It was just sort of an afterthought. So yeah, overall I gave this game a 9.0. So it's definitely worth your time if you need a break from Uncharted, or if you're just looking for something to do. And even if you didn't really like Halo games in the past, I would definitely recommend checking this out because 343 has done a great job. For those folks that don't know, if you've been living under a rock, 343 took over the Halo franchise from Bungie, and yeah, I mean, they've done an awesome job. So definitely check this game out if you have time. Alright, that concludes my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This is my first review, so please leave a rating, leave your thoughts in the comments, and thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace and love.